the most living people, or the most legendary people that have faked their own death. Now, they must have faked their own deaths. My hypothesis is they must have faked their own deaths because in when Michael Jackson died, there's been a lot of conspiracies that he's still alive. And when Elvis Presley died, same way and same exact same way, and clues that gave you guys this must not be alive because obviously he can't be alive at 97. So Michael Jackson died 5 to 6 years ago, and reportedly recently people have discovered him in Canada. Jackson seen alive hiding in Canada, and exactly the way how they spotted Elvis Presley in Canada as well. So Elvis Presley spotted in Canada, and it's automatically gonna do this. Spotted in Canada. It was Elvis Presley. I know it. Cited in Canada. So as you know, there's two major high singers and actors that have died supposedly, and then probably most conspiracies talk about them faking their deaths and going and getting seen by people in the public, which, as you can see, Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson sold millions of records, and they are both high people that will never be forgotten, legendary. They have their star, they have a proper burial. Now, they were both spotted in Canada. They both died as overdose, and both went into cardiac arrest or had a problem with heart failure or heart problems. So that's something. I'm not saying there's Illuminati. I'm just saying that it might be a conspiracy that Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson might still be alive. Elvis Presley probably has died, but still has not been fully recovered. Now, as into Whitney Houston, and she is really a talented singer and really high. She sold a lot of records. Now, same thing happened with her. I don't know if she's been spotted in Canada, but she has been spotted somewhere. And I know that she has a drug overdose in a public area or in a place where it has a bed, or somewhere that, a house, or where most people overdose. She has an overdose over pills, exactly prescriptions. So did Michael Jackson, and so did Elvis Presley. But he actually got diagnosed that he died with a irregular heartbeat. Now, that will only be diagnosed to a person that's still alive. So that's not currently true. So, now talking about Bobby Christina. She has died in the exact same hotel a day before her mother died, and I believe it was over drug overdose. Obviously, it's a freaking conspiracy. I know she's still alive. We're going to talk about a lot of conspiracies today. So, next we're going to talk about Ebola. Ebola. I just want to see what it looked like. I've never seen anything about it. Ebola. Anyway, okay. So, I think Ebola is fake. I might be wrong, but that's just my, things. I know I might be wrong, but Um, Ebola has been only coming towards special things through social media, such as more popular things, such as the 21 boy, such as what are those bunch of things that happened in 2014 to 2015, and Ebola was one of them, and 21 was one of them. Ebola has been associated with the number 21 because Ebola, I think you die within 21 days. Incubation. Well, yeah, so I think, 21-day incubation period. Now, 21 is exactly the number that the boy from that Vine that said 21, that's the exact same number. Ebola was spread through social media, which means that it's technically fake, because spreading through social media, it was never spotted in any other doctor's offices I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot, trust me. So I don't know exactly how Ebola can be real if it's been spreaded through social media, such as the Charlie challenge, which I think is pretty fake or pretty real. There's other challenges that hasn't been faked, and other things that go through social media that are lies and not true, which is crazy to me because social media can impact the whole world in one tweet or one Instagram or one Facebook status or even one Tumblr post. Taylor Swift did it. Anyway, so Ebola, as you see right here, it says 21-day incubation period. Now, next conspiracy I want to talk about is going to be it's going to be about the Michael Jackson death, if it is real. Now, I stated in the beginning that it probably was fake. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, it's probably fake because the death is probably fake because he was spotted in Canada, exactly the same place where Elvis Presley was spotted. Both numerous selling albums and both hugely talented. Now, move on to why I think it's real. Michael has been having problems with hearts, and I can't blame him. He's been dancing his whole life. Had been having problems with heart failures or heart problems. Been prescribed with drugs, and assumingly one day he takes some from a doctor, and he is in his bed. He's in cardiac arrest. Now, why I think the doctors killed him is because the doctors, here, let me pull it up. So, the doctors, they were trying to give him CPR on the bed, which never gets through because the bed has springs in it, and the springs just push you down when something is forceful on you, so it will not keep you stationary. The doctor is supposed to take you off your bed, put you on the floor or a flat surface, and then do CPR. It's not supposed to be on on a bumpy or something that can sink into you. So, I want to point this to you. Michael Jackson. So, this is the video or the episode of a show that I seen that leads me to think that Michael Jackson is dead. Okay, so this is 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Now I'm going to show you these two, just a little bit of these two, and this had the thumbnail I was talking about right here. Let me zoom in for you guys. as you can see where it says now playing, this is what the doctor did. This is the procedure that the doctor did, where he was supposed to give CPR, and he's now laying on a bed, as you can see down here. And when you put CPR down and forceful on a bed that has
June 25th.
I paused you. Anyway, when you have here, let me draw it for you. Alright, so when you have the body laying on a flat surface, such as the bed that Michael was laying on, forceful pushes down into the body, which doesn't resolve anything, not helping the heart, which the hands are not even positioned right. Come on now, I know more, and I'm only a little H. So, scratch all that. So that's what happened with Michael's incident. So I want to show you guys the video of how this happened. Or what
2009, Staples Center, Los Angeles, just after midnight. Michael Jackson finishes up a long rehearsal for his This Is It comeback shows, which kick off in less than 3 weeks.
This is the final curtain call.
Michael then returns to his rented mansion in the Holmby Hills section of LA. At about 1:30 a.m., he goes to bed.
We have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not.
I'm gonna just skip to the part.
Critical for proper CPR, so the patient's heart can be compressed effectively between the breastbone and the spinal column. When Michael's given CPR in his bed, he's simply being pushed down into the mattress. The compression.
Alright, let me zoom in because this person has freaking DVR on. I'm not with that. Alright.
Let's get them on the floor.
CPR should be conducted on hard, firm surfaces, but there was a physician in the room that was doing CPR on the bed.
A hard surface is critical for proper CPR, so the patient's heart can be compressed effectively between the breastbone and the spinal column. When Michael's given CPR in his bed, he's simply being pushed down into the mattress. The compressions can't squeeze his heart enough to pump blood to the brain. And
So, his heart, the doctors killed him because his heart was not getting enough blood to go travel through his brain and function. So the doctors killed him necessarily because they did not do their job correctly. So I believe that the doctor that did the CPR
other
killed him,
organs.
not the one that gave him the drugs killed him. Because I think he would have still been alive if he would have been on a surface that was not, you know,
Mechanics of CPR.
bendy and stuff. So that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. So that's my case. I rest my case, guys. Now those are some proof examples to let you guys think of how some of these famous people are probably not even dead, and some things that could happen. So I wanted you guys to think about that for a little bit. And I know that it was a hard death if you think they are real. If you think that the death was actually effective or really happened and not a hoax. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and I rest my case. So I'll see you guys next time on the next Conspiracy Hour, and make sure you check out my tap beats on my channel. Also subscribe while you're over there. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.